Welcome to the MFR Coaches podcast, where we talk about how you can create a six-figure MFR practice. I'm your host, Heather Hommel. Not only have I been practicing MFR for 11 years, I'm also a life and business coach, especially for MFR therapists. My goal is for you to understand how to get fully booked, how to talk to your clients, and how to make sure they understand what's possible for them with MFR treatment. I'm here to help you stop under-earning, overworking, and burning out. I'll lend support so you can create the MFR practice you've always wanted. Learn how you can do it too, even if you live in a tiny town, and even if you're just starting out, and even if you've ran your practice for years. Let's go. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the MFR Coaches podcast. I want to talk to you today about selling tires. The week before I left to take my son to college, we ended up replacing all of the tires on his vehicle and all of the tires on my other son's vehicle. It was very expensive and really kind of poor timing, right? With the whole now we're paying for college tuition thing. You might be thinking, here we go. What does this have to do with my MFR business, Heather? Well, hold on. I'm going to circle back, so simmer down. This is a really good story, and it really has helped me think about how we are talking to our patients when we sell myofascial release. So a few years back, we were having tire pressure issues. We replaced a rim on that vehicle, and ever since we've had the same tire pressure issues. So we thought we solved it by replacing this rim. Turns out we didn't. We've ignored the issue for years, and we've just filled up the various tires as needed. We've rotated the tires, we balanced them. We're at Quick Trip filling these tires weekly, okay? All of the things. We basically hoped the problem would go away. We could ignore it because we weren't driving the vehicle on a long trip, so my safety flags weren't up. At least that's what we told ourselves. Until my son was about to drive this vehicle to Montana, right? He's one of my most precious things. I'm not sending him off in a car that's not totally safe. So this problem became much more of a problem for me emotionally, mentally, and money-wise. Have you ever noticed when you have a tire problem other than a nail in one tire that you usually replace all 4 tires at a time? That's just what you do. That's how they sell them. They don't just ever want to give you one tire. I'm no expert in tires or anything auto mechanics, but I'm assuming it's so you can have a better overall experience driving your vehicle. So all the tires can wear together, work together, and provide the driver and the riders the best experience and the most safety, right? So let's talk about that second car and its need for tires at the same time. So my other son drives on I-90 every day to go to work. He's been working at McDonald's since he was 14. Hey, we live near Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is just a different animal. They let kids work. So anyway, that Honda has seen some miles add up over time. He's been working there since he was 14. He's almost 17 now. He's a manager, by the way. He drives back and forth all the time. We've put on lots of miles doing this. One day, my son was like, Mom, the Honda is getting really hard to steer, and it's super bumpy at all different speeds. So I was like, maybe we should get the tires rotated. So we take it in, we rotate the tires, we drive off. It's worse than ever. It had been about 5 years since we put tires on that car. It was just due for new tires, right? Age-wise, and now the drive experience and likely safety-wise, it's just time. So we take it back. We're like, this did not fix it. So they're like, here you go. You can have 4 new tires, right? You never have the dealership say it's okay to just buy 1 tire at a time for several reasons, right? Wear, safety, overall experience, and satisfaction. And sure, I'm sure that in some cases they would replace 1 tire at a time, but I don't think that that would be the norm, right? If you replaced 1 tire at a time, imagine your experience of driving on 3 crappy tires and 1 good tire. You likely wouldn't have the best traction in winter, the best control over your vehicle, and it would be so bumpy. I bet it would even damage the new tire faster. and probably affect your gas mileage down the line. So lots of reasons not to do the one tire at a time thing. So here's where this ties into MFR and selling MFR. Hey therapist, get ready to join the MFR Coaches 12-month Business Foundation program. Doors open November 1st through 15th. This is your last chance to join in 2023. When you join us in November, you get the option to use our payment plan at no additional cost to you, and I'll even send you my awesome workbook. Visit www.themfrcoach.com/coaching for more information on the program and to get ready to join. Don't forget, terms and conditions apply. See the show notes for more details. MFR sessions are like tires. When you sell one session, you are selling one tire to your client. Never sell one tire, sell the entire set. And for purposes of selling myofascial release, sell the results, sell the smooth ride, sell the safety, right? Those are the results of having 4 tires. What are the results of your clients having one MFR session with you? And what are the results when your client has a minimum of 6? And also, what is the experience when it's not a problem for them to be replacing their tires as needed, right? Like if you just replace your tires every 3 years, if you just continually get MFR session after session, because that's what you do to remain on maintenance. That's what you do to take good care of yourself. Treat your clients in a way that helps them understand that they can care for their bodies in the same excellent way that they care for things like their vehicles, things like their house maintenance, right? Like sometimes we just decide that other things have a higher priority level to maintain them, right? They're more expensive. And we discount the idea of how much it costs to maintain our own bodies. And we ignore them like I ignored the tires, right? Until it became an emergency. People do this with their pain all the time. They're ignoring the air pressure gauge. They're ignoring the check engine light. They're ignoring all of these things until they can't do it, until they can't get out of the chair, until they can't sit in a car for a long period of time, until they can't go to their daughter's wedding because they can't walk, until they can't play with their grandkids, right? Until their neck hurts so bad that they can't sit at the computer anymore. And their hands are going numb when they're sleeping, right? So this is how it relates to selling myofascial release. Sell all 4 tires every time. I want you to think about that. Think about that analogy and think about how you're selling one tire at a time to your clients and how that is screwing up their car alignment, how that is screwing up the length and the longevity for their car overall over time, and the damage that it causes when you only sell one tire. Same as when you only sell one MFR session. What is the long-term ramification for someone who comes in and gets one MFR treatment and you don't sell them more and they walk away confused and they never come back and they never check into it and they just decide that they're going to be in pain the rest of their lives? It's really serious. And those kinds of things can end with you. They can end in your office when you take control of the situation and you stop believing that selling MFR is somehow wrong. When you're willing to be uncomfortable, when you're willing to learn how to sell from empowerment and learn how you can do it better, and you learn on purpose and you try on purpose and you learn the sales skills to sell MFR for the results that are possible for your clients, it changes everything. Your clients get better results faster, longer, deeper. And you get fully booked and you make more money and you are able to get more training and you are able to do things better. This is where it's at, you guys. So join me for how to sell MFR to anyone in any situation. This is a free training that I'm offering on November 1st. So you have to register for it. Go to www.themfrcoach.com/sellmfr to register. Again, it's www.themfrcoach.com/sellmfr. I want to see you there. I want to see you there live. It's happening at noon Central Time on November 1st. We're going to spend 90 minutes. I'm going to help you become an empowered MFR therapist who can sell MFR to anyone in any situation. Stop selling one tire. I will see you there. And I'll see you on another episode of the MFR Coaches Podcast soon. Bye-bye. One of my expert level skill sets is selling MFR. I honed this skill over a decade of working as an MFR therapist. I doubled down on this skill and became fully booked and then booked out for months and months and months at a time. But let's be honest, I kind of sucked at it before I ever figured out how to really sell MFR. I don't want it to take you as long as it took me to go from sucking at sales to awesome at it. Register for my training, How to Sell MFR to Anyone in Any Situation, right now. Go to www.themfrcoach.com/sellmfr. The results that your clients get from MFR largely depend on your willingness and your ability to make excellent recommendations to your clients, which just means your willingness to sell MFR. A lot of clients don't get the best help they need because you're too afraid to sell MFR to them. I'm going to say that again. A lot of clients don't get the best help they need because you're too afraid to sell MFR to them. I've seen this time and time again. You're scared the client might say no, so you don't say anything at all. So instead of selling MFR, you allow the client to come at the frequency and spacing they want, and they get subpar results. Subpar results are never our aim as MFR therapists. If you aren't really good at selling MFR on purpose, subpar results will be what happens. Who wants to limp when they can run? Join me on November 1st at noon Central Time Zone. I'm going to teach you how to sell MFR to anyone in any situation. You will notice an increase in your rebook rate. You will notice how brave you are in the treatment room during sales conversations. You will stop leaving it up to clients. You will start to be in control of your business and your schedule. This starts and ends with your sales skills. Register today at www.themfrcoach.com/sellmfr. I'll see you November 1st at noon Central. Links to everything are located in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today. My mission is to help every MFR therapist become a part of the movement where no MFR therapists ever under-earn or burn out. Join my 12-month coaching program. You'll spend the first 90 days setting up your foundation to create your six-figure business. Then you'll go to work and uncover exactly what's holding you back from the business that you want and desire. Get support while you raise your rates, set your policies, and learn how to talk about MFR and how to sell MFR in service of your clients. Learn exactly how you can do it too, even if you live in a tiny town and even if you've had your business for years. This program is open to all MFR therapists who want to create what is possible when you stop playing small and start showing up in your full power as the John Barnes trained MFR therapist you are. Put your magic to work in the world and help more people get out of pain and back to active lifestyles. I'll help you do it. Go to www.themfrcoach.com/coaching and sign up right now.